But yeah, so today I wanted to go over planking. I had a question about, okay, how do I perform a plank without my back hurting? And so what I wanted to do was be able to show you all the different things that could be going on with your planking and ways to make sure that you are not experiencing discomfort. Um, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Also, comment if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on a replay. What that's going to do is that's going to help more people see it and maybe get some relief from back discomfort, shoulder discomfort, whatever, neck discomfort when they are doing a plank. So yeah, let's go. Let's do that now. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go down to here, and hopefully you'll be able to see me. Turn this off for now. All right. So great. Okay, so what I want to do is we're gonna talk about an elbow plank, and what we're gonna talk about is the legs out straight. All right. So if you're in a kind of a tabletop position and sticking your butt in the air, you can see how my low back has a curve to it, and so if I'm just holding this, I'm kind of hanging on those joints and using those back muscles to stabilize. And so even if kind of you put your knees back, you really need to bring your hips forward in order for you to use your core muscles. And then when you are, so with back pain, lots of times it's because you're in an extended position. So again, you can kind of see how my back sags here. So if you're here with a plank and letting your kind of tail go towards the ceiling and your belly button go towards the ground as you hold this, you're going to end up having a lot of back tension. And so what you want to do, the biggest thing that you can do is tuck your tail down and kind of gently, I don't want to say squeeze your butt, but push your hips forward towards the ground. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go up, you're going to tuck your tail down, and then push your hips forward. So again, it's not just squeezing your butt, but I'm kind of bringing my hips forward, kind of extending my legs. What that does is that puts a lot more on my core muscles than it does on my back or my hips. If you have your butt, if you tuck your tail and still have your butt in the air, what's going to end up happening is you're going to get tension in your hip flexor muscles. So if you're having tension in your hip flexor muscles, think about bringing your butt closer to the ground, but making sure that you don't go into that sagged position for your low back. So that's kind of talking about the low back. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. And again, if you're watching this live, please comment live. If you're watching this replay, please comment replay so that more people can kind of see these tips. Next, we're going to talk about shoulder discomfort. And this is going to kind of correlate with neck discomfort as well. But what we're going to do is we want to really focus on, okay, I'm stabilizing using my serratus anterior. So my serratus anterior is the muscle that kind of pushes my shoulder blades forward. And this muscle kind of wraps around from your shoulder blade and to your ribs here. So what you should feel is a little bit of fatigue there. What you don't want is your shoulders to be up like this or really rounded forward. So some people will kind of have their shoulders really rounded forward. So you really want to be kind of, and then another aspect is a lot of people kind of be back and their elbows are in front of their shoulders, which puts a ton of strain on your shoulder deltoid muscles. So that's really hard as well, and that's going to affect your neck as well. So you want to make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders. You want to make sure I like to say pushing from your armpits. So you're pushing away from the ground from your armpits. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pop up, tuck your tail, hips forward, and all of that together should really make a good plank exercise. And I'm shaking. All right, so last we're going to kind of correlate how those shoulder positions impact your neck. So a lot of people will clench their jaw, tense their neck to try to stabilize their neck. I heard a great cue today from Tammy from Camp Gladiator that she likes to tell people not to clench their tongue, so pushing their tongue up against the roof of their mouth to gain stability. And all of that kind of correlates with not having enough stability in your neck overall. So what I want to teach you is when you're kind of in that position, we're in that plank, we're going to be up. I don't want you hanging your head down. I don't want you tensing like this. You want to try and lengthen like someone's pulling you from the top of your head, and tuck your chin like you're making a double chin. And so the back of your neck should be nice and straight. And so if you put all those things together, what you should feel is a really nice strong plank. And once you do that, you should be able to hold it for, up to a minute, right? But I'd like you to just start with 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Build up so that you feel like you have the confidence and the ability to do it right and not go into those compensations. So hopefully this was helpful. Again, please comment any questions you have about this live, any questions you might have for future Ask Me Anythings, and also comment replay if you get a chance to watch this so that other people have a chance to kind of be alerted that it's in the group here for you. I hope it was informative, and I look forward to next week's Ask Me Anything. Comment or message me your questions. For now, move well, and we'll talk to you soon.